Hi, everyone. Sabrina Dhami here with your 13 Now update on this Monday afternoon. And we start with some breaking news just coming into Schenectady. Police right now are investigating a fatal shooting in the Electric City. Police found a female victim around 11:15 this morning during a welfare check on Crane Street in the city. They have not released the victim's name or age at this time, but in just moments, Schenectady police are holding a news conference where they're updating the reporters on the information that they have on this investigation. And Kumi Tucker is there. We'll have an update on this investigation starting live at 4. Another developing story we've been following all day out of Mechanicville. A man was killed this morning after a crash with a school bus. We'll show you the location where this happened. It happened on Route 67 near George Thompson Road. I want to bring in my colleague, Stella Porter, right now. She has been working on gathering new details on this story. Stella, what have you learned from there?
Sabrina, we know that 23-year-old Jacob Granberg died in that crash this morning. It happened just around 7:15 during a busy commute time on 67 in Stillwater. The sheriff's office says that Granberg was driving a Chevy going east. That car crossed into the westbound lane and hit that Mechanicville school bus. That school bus, according to the sheriff's office, was carrying 4 high school students that were headed to BOCES location in Saratoga. That school bus then hit the car behind the Chevy, also going east in Stillwater. The person driving that third car, the Kia, behind the Chevy, was taken to the hospital. We're told that woman is at Albany Med. She is stable and she's going to be okay. And like I said, the students and the driver of the school bus are all okay. But obviously an upsetting situation. We just talked to the Saratoga County Sheriff Michael Zerlo here, and he said this was a bad scene, just a really bad crash this morning.
How much do we know, Stella, how much the students witnessed? How much did they see?
It's unclear right now exactly how this played out. The sheriff says they're still reconstructing everything, trying to figure out how Granberg's car ended up in the oncoming traffic. But these students were on a smaller bus, and we know that their bus held roughly 10 people. There were 4 students on board. Again, very preliminary details at this point, though.
It's tragic. Stella Porter joining us live with an update, just speaking with the sheriff to get an update on this crash. Stella, thank you. We'll get the latest from you starting live at 4. Let us bring in Chief Meteorologist Paul Cayano and get a check on your first warning forecast. That haze is still sticking around, Paul, and you're tracking the chance for some interesting weather for the middle of this week.
Yeah, we are starting to turn toward a more, mid to late summer or spring-like pattern, Sabrina, which means some thunderstorms could be in the forecast by the middle of the week. Nothing too terribly serious today. We have a beautiful spring day in progress across most of the area. In fact, take a look out here in Saratoga Springs. You can see on the CDPHP first warning cam, we're climbing through the 60s and toward the 70-degree mark with a decent breeze. And this is really the case that's going on across the region. High 60s and lower 70s. Albany officially is at 71. And you can see, we'll go back to the graphics, Sabrina. I'm sure you're working on that, but we have the Firebirds up now. But we'll go back to the first warning live Doppler radar if we can. And one of the things that we'll see on the radar, and I'll just tell you about it because I like to watch football highlights too. We have a couple of scattered showers showing up across parts of the southern Adirondacks, parts of the Catskills, and parts of the Berkshires. In fact, right along the Mass Pike, right around exit 10, around Beckett, there is a little bit of a burst of rain, but not a whole lot going on. These showers are few and far between and widely the exception rather than the rule. Maybe a quick hitting shower across the Great Sacandaga Lake, and really, that's about it. So the rest of the afternoon will feature 1 or 2 of these showers. Otherwise, more in the way of a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures in the lower 70s, even some mid-70s across parts of the area. Most of us will stay dry, though, right on into the evening hours. And we'll see as we put the maps in motion how we dry out tonight. And into tomorrow, just about the same idea. 1 or 2 pop-up showers. Want to show you Wednesday real quick because it starts out dry. But right at about the time school lets out, 3:15, 3:30, you see these pop-up showers? and even a couple of rumbles of thunder, a couple of downpours with these. And this is what gets us into this little bit more of a spring-like pattern when you have some jet stream energy and some increased moisture in the air along with the warmth and humidity leading to these downpours and perhaps a quick hitting thunderstorm. Nothing that I think will be severe right now, but we'll watch this unfold. This all happening Wednesday afternoon and into the evening. Notice behind that front, temperatures cool off into the 60s on Thursday before we bounce back. Right now, the holiday weekend looking good. I did have to put a shower in for Saturday, or for rather Sunday and Monday, the holiday itself, but plenty of time to fine tune this, and we'll iron this out for you as well. Sabrina.
Yeah, still days away to figure that out, Paul. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you live at 4. So another day, another shakeup for the Albany Empire. The team is getting a new head coach again. Can you believe it? Menas returned to the team earlier this month after he was fired right before the team season started. But then he announced his resignation on Sunday. Owner Antonio Brown says he has now offered the job to LaSalle coach Joe Adino. However, he tells Rodger Wyland he has not accepted it yet. All of this comes as Antonio Brown is promising to suit up and play with the team this weekend at MVP Arena. Now, my colleague Rodger Wyland has been in communication with AB all day today, trying to see if he can speak with him and get the latest in an interview. And he is set to do a Zoom interview with him right now. He's in the other room on his laptop, ready to go, just waiting for AB to join. Either way, Rodger has been in touch with him, so he will have the very latest on what is going on with the Empire yet again. So that is your 13 Now update on this Monday afternoon. I'm Sabrina Dami. We will see you on air starting live at 4 with the very latest.